Y'all already know what time it is. We waiting on the family. I'm gonna spark up.
Spark up
while we waiting on the family. We waiting on our first entrepreneur, our first to enter. Cause they already know.
They already know.
Keisha Johns got their ass today.
Hey, Kiki, baby. It's Female Friday, baby.
Well, actually, Mel Miracles was first. Look on the screen.
Which one y'all on? YouTube?
Yeah. What I was, I had my thing up and it didn't show. Look, we're going to give it. I mean, I got to give it to what it say, Lynn. Do you justify? That was my mistake. I'm sorry, Keisha.
Keisha ain't sad.
We snatched the trophy out your goddamn hand. I did a Steve Harvey.
Did you, Keisha?
You remember Steve Harvey read the shit wrong? Steve Harvey read the shit wrong for Miss America. That girl, fuck that girl up. Imagine that though. Imagine that. Steve Harvey reading this shit wrong for Miss America, and the girl that lost is like, yes, and the girl that won is like, and then he be like, my bad. Let's get this motherfucker going. Ooh.
Chris, it's a full moon, and I'm trying to have a fan fest. Call everybody in your Rolodex.
It's an old school party. I invited everybody. 12 o'clock, we getting started. We gon' party till the sun come up. Everybody's waving. Man, the dance floor's crazy. Take a shot to my baby. We gon' do it till the sun come up. Spotlight, moonlight. You can get this pussy, get your do right. Spotlight,
go.
You can get this pussy, get your do right. I'm staggering, I'm leaning, I'm falling, baby off the floor. I'm twisted, turvy, I'm lopsided, walking to the door.
Goddamn, girl, we like Gina and Pam. House party full, but we don't kid and play. Where my girls at? What a motherfucking herb at? Cause I done pulled a G, a liquor, energy, a sherbet. I'm sick of these niggas, and sick of these niggas. For the party ain't a party without a gang of niggas. A white girl wasted in the spotlight, dancing on the table, Chris yelling out shot time. You are not I, eagle I fly, like chicken head, get you Popeye. I'm trying to leave this motherfucker lopside. It's a house party, take me outside.
It's a house party and I'm feeling good tonight. Where your car park, fuck me on the hood tonight. I'ma let you hit this pussy in the woods tonight. We could do it anywhere, I'ma whoop tonight. Spotlight, moonlight. You can get this pussy, get your do right. Spotlight, moonlight. You can get this pussy, get your do right. I'm staggering, I'm leaning, I'm falling. Get me off the floor. I'm twisted, turvy, I'm lopsided, I'm lopsided, walking to the door. It's a house party and I'm feeling good tonight. Where your car park, fuck me on the hood tonight. I'ma let you hit this pussy in the woods tonight. We can do it anywhere, I'ma whoop tonight.
That's the Clark sisters. That's the Clark sisters. Moonlight.
Look, Keisha said she really did say fuck us.
Yeah, like I'm out of here. But for those of you that are still here, I know you've been waiting, baby, for the song of all songs by the teacher of all teachers. And he's the producer of all producers. It's time to bubble, baby. Get into it.
Oh, feel ecstatic.
Yeah, I feel alive. Expecting. I'm flying high. No longer worried. My life's a breeze.
Your life could be a breeze.
I stop resisting.
I let it come.
And let it come to me.
And it will come today.
Let's go, y'all.
I wake up in the vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive.
Yay!
And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly.
That's what you gotta do.
Let's get it, y'all. Come on.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
It will be given
Go.
to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
Let's
It
get
will
it.
be given to me.
Let's see, can I get this thing in the right way? Let's get it the right way.
Oh,
Y'all rapping with me.
Yeah.
I'm in the vortex and every girl around me on the green bubble. No trouble on another level. Everything I ever want was given. Every car I ever want was driven. Black and brilliant.
Educated and cocky.
Destined for greatness.
Man, no one can stop me.
If you need the blueprint,
Just watch me.
Hey,
I wake up in the vortex.
If you in a
tuned
funky ass
into my
mood,
source.
you
I
don't know
love
what
his
to
voice
do.
because
This
it keeps
class
me
right
alive.
It'll keep you alive, baby.
When the trouble
And if you want to learn how to play this game, this class is where you
I
must
just-
say, huh, huh, huh. Get up and dance your ass off, class.
Bubbling, I'm bubbling.
Bubbling.
You can stop my dough.
You can't stop my dough. No.
Them bears in the bubbles.
Them bears and bubbles. There we go.
Bubbling.
that I ever wanted would be
Bubbling.
given to
You can
me.
stop my dough.
It would be given
Auntie,
to me.
Aunt, Uncle, Mama.
It would be
Bears
given
in
to
the
me.
bubbles.
Fuck you, bubbles.
All I can say is this.
Everything that I ever wanted,
that I ever needed, will be given to me.
Today.
I stopped Craig Mom and myself. I stopped Craig Mom and myself. Put the bears in the bubble. Hey,
You better stop Craig Mom and yourself.
You don't know what that is, but the bears in the bubble.
Shame on you.
Hey.
They don't feel us, Sister Sonya. They don't hear us, Master Teacher. Hey.
Oh,
What can we do?
I can feel it.
I can taste it.
Ooh, I can taste it.
every morning when I wake.
Get up, wake up,
Oh,
wake up.
jumping in my vortex, y'all.
Hey.
To be in my boom boom
I
roll.
got my blue dot, y'all.
Oh yeah, baby.
What up?
You know what it is, and you know what we do.
Welcome to another day of the Bears and Bubbles Morning Show, man. This is the dopest show on earth, man. We gonna do it like we normally do it. We got our man Mela Miracles at number 1. Oh shit, dope man.
Hey.
We were about to jam. We ain't gonna jam that hard.
Ministers aside.
We ain't gonna jam that hard. Number 1, we got our man Mela Miracles here in the door. Number 1, he takes the motherfucking door down, snatches it off, and secures it for the ladies every day. Number 2, we have, who do we have at number 2? Let me scroll up. We got Mela Miracles at number 1, Keisha Johns at number 2, Mama Ongda at number 3, Mambo's Good is at number 4, and then Lorenzo Smith at number 5, and Karonda Watson. You
Who
are the
is the one?
Karonda Watson. You are number 6. That means to redeem yourself out of the wonk position, you have to do this right here. You have to go click that link right there on Facebook or YouTube, preferably YouTube, and we want you to come in and wrap up today's lesson.
Yeah.
Before we get into today's lessons, we're gonna do it like we do it every day. It's Friday, man. New day, new way, new view, new you. We're gonna get into today's lesson. And we're going to let y'all know I got a growing injury. I'm not going to be going to the board today, so things are going to be a little different, but I'm going to teach the lesson the same way. Sitting down right here. I like to stand up because I feel better, but we're not going to do that today.
So we get the fuck off.
Yeah, you get the fuck off a little bit.
It's Friday and we fucking off. We about to run our mouth off course. Yes.
Now watch this,
it's
y'all.
gummy time. Oh, it's gummy time. Having a gummy. Have a gummy.
Okay, back to me. Now notice how women interpret shit. I said, I'm still going to teach the lesson. I'm just not going to stand up. And they was like, so we get the fuck off. How do you get that out of that? I'm going to teach the lesson the exact same way. I'm just not going to go to the board. And they like, we get the fuck off. I'm like, yeah, if that's what you get out of it. However, before we take into the recap from yesterday, what we're going to do is this. We're going to let me sizzle this in your spirit. Imagine that. Can you imagine that? That's the problem. A lot of us, I never forget my homeboy. I fucked this girl. I had brought her back to the room in college. He said, man, I can't imagine ever fucking a girl like that. And I said, and you won't. The only way you gonna do something is you imagine yourself doing it first. He said, I couldn't imagine never bagging no bitch like that at the club. I said, I guarantee you won't. Because when you see a bitch look like that at the club, you're going to say, I can't imagine getting her, and you're going to walk off. Mm-hmm. Really what you're saying is, I'm not capable of. You can imagine. You don't think you're capable. It's a lot of shit that we can imagine that we don't think we're capable of. Mm-hmm. The first thing you got to do is imagine it. We're going to get into today's message. But before we get into there, can y'all get into the motherfucking what? Recap, baby. Let's go.
Well,
Come on, Chris.
I did my recap.
Come on, Chris.
Hey, let's do this over. Let's do this over. What? Go into the recap the right way.
I did.
You ain't even let us say, come on, Chris. You ain't hear no blink or nothing.
Oh, okay.
Get that. I'm fucking off out of my head. All right, okay? Get that shit out your head right quick.
I'm not going to fuck off.
All right. Get it out your fucking head because this is a show. All right. We going into what, y'all? It's time for the recap, baby. Recap, baby.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Hey, so yesterday the master teacher was asking us, what are we doing in the meantime when we not having orgasms, right? And in the meantime, we're always manifesting, some different ways than others. I'm one that used to just like to sleep, so I don't fuck it away. But remember, the purpose of this game is so you don't sleep all your manifestations away. You know what I'm saying? So you're up and alert to enjoy them, because it's everything you ever wanted will be given to you. Do you want to be goddamn sleep when they come and drop on your doorstep? Okay, and I have to recap. Mambo said, once you understand, this is paraphrased, but once you understand yourself, then you learn how to power your blue, pink, or yellow. And yes. I was just like, we all agree unanimously that this is like the summation of the year, or for this core of Bears and Bubbles, really is the foundational thought of every Bears and Bubbles class, is to let us know how to act when we are who we are, but you got to identify who you are in what places and why. And that's what the master teacher has been getting us to dig and climb out of. So thank you, master teacher. And let me see, Natalie Sterling, she was on Facebook yesterday. She put, masturbate, please yourself, and teach others how to please treat you by how you treat yourself. You can't give instructions if you don't know the instructions.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you very much for that recap, Sister Creed.
Thank you, Sister Lynn. Sister Lynn.
All right. So now, thank you for that intro. So as the source would have it, I'm gonna chime right on in. And for me, I love that whole concept of masturbating, because it takes me right into what I wanted to add. And typically that's something that we do in private, right? Mm-hmm. There's no audience. You don't have to ask for approval. There's no applause when you are better from your bust. There may not even be a cause or a reason for why you are mastering your bait, other than you want to present yourself. The Bible says, love your
present.
Yes, exactly. Present yourself. Love your mind, body, and soul. So I'm loving on my Jesus, my pink, and my yellow, because when I go out, I want to be shiny in my slimy. Okay. My whole life assignment is of assignment. It's just to get in my bag.
Did you say assignment?
Yes,
not assignment?
Yes. My whole life assignment is assignment. Okay. Is to, what did the sister say? Stop living in my own experience, or in her mother's experience. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get in our own bag. You're gonna master your own bait in private. What are you doing when no one's looking? You know what I'm saying? Are you halfway mastering your bait, or are you all the way in that thing? You got the good smells. You got your outfit on. I mean, you 100% on 10. You're not going to halfway please yourself.
You got dressed up to masturbate.
You got dressed up. You got your best porn video flick on the big screen TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got your black curtains out. You have set the tone. You have imagined this moment. You've been building the momentum. The pot is boiling. It's cooking. You got all the toys and lubes and everything. And so I just invite you to take that frequency and tap into it when you're doing anything else. It's the exact same thing.
Well,
as
that
far as
was
I'm concerned.
a good recap for yesterday's message. We're going to get into today. Can you imagine? I was talking to Chris yesterday, and we're going to get right into it. It feels funny sitting down. My groin hurt like shit, though. But I was talking to Chris yesterday, and we were talking about the rumors that they used to say about her and her job at the Harris State. And because the three girls, Chris had a Range Rover, the other girl had a Benz, the other girl had a BMW. It was like one of her new people said, or somebody that was there, she said, at first I was afraid to come here. They say you can't come here unless you got a fancy car, right? And I said, imagine that. Imagine that. How the fuck did they say that? Nobody knows what kind of cars people are driving. And Chris, when they said it to you, didn't it hit you a certain way?
I thought that was like, and that was the first time I ever thought something was like really
people
crazy.
Talking about us.
Like, yeah, because I was like, yeah.
But let me make my point.
Yeah.
How the fuck do people know what kind of car every client? When a person said they saying it, they're saying what they think.
Mm-hmm.
And when they saying what they think, they pretty much are blaming it on they. So it puts something in your imagination and have you saying, damn, the whole world, everybody think you gotta have a fancy car to come here. Mm-hmm. People used to say, man, people say, when I met you, you cooler than I thought you was. And people was afraid of you. And I'm like, what? Anybody that you know that told you about me told you that's the big nicest nigga you ever seen. So what you saying is people will blame it on they. And once they do that, they didn't put this in your imagination. And your imagination is your image nation. Image nation. Your nation is where you live. Mm-hmm. That's why on Facebook I came up with this term. I'm gonna send your ass to the nation. The reason I came, Lynn, you gotta work to still do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Can I add to that right quick?
No, not right now, because I gotta do that right there now. Your image nation. That's why on Facebook I came up with this term. I'm gonna send you to the nation. Why? Because you have an imagination of you think you knowing me. So your image nation is where you live, and where you live is just based on your images, based on this world you think you live in. Watch this. A lot of us imagine this game wrong because all you thought about is what you could get from the situation. You're manifest. People are like, I ain't good at manifesting. No, you're manifesting every day. You don't look at it as counting as a manifestation until it's something you want. This game, first step is mental health clarity. We come to the game and the first thing we want is to manifest. Motherfucker, you already manifesting. We want to show you how to manifest what you want and desire, but you already manifesting. People got so confused with this game, and Mama's Goodies kind of summed it up yesterday. Sometimes you're going to have to be in your yellow to get what you want out of life. But when you become yellow and you're discovered out there in your yellow and the pink world get to talking about you, your true blue has to understand, I did that for this. Let me give you an example. A lady fucking with a sugar daddy. She want her bill paid. Mm-hmm. But she's saying to herself, I know I want my bills paid and my money. Mm-hmm. I know the only way I can get it is fuck with Mr. James. She knows this. Yeah. So what does she do? She puts on her yellow outfit, her ego, and go fuck and suck Mr. James to get her true desires. Now, if somebody in the world, the pink, happened to see her at the movies or coming out of the motel with Mr. James and takes a picture of her and videos it, that's what your true blue is for. That's what this game is for. Okay, I know why I was out in my ego fucking Mr. James. That ain't who I am. I know why. So when the world talking about it and laughing about it, I'm not going to delete my social media page. I'm not going da-da-da-da-da. You can come out in your ego and say, yes, I will fuck an old nigga for money for time to time. So Mambo's Goodies got it. I realized a lot of, and I done stood up at the board and said, motherfucker, I turned pink to get this shit. I was in my motherfucking ego. I showed y'all on the board there's a line halfway. Some pink shit is up top. Some pink shit is up down. Some pink yellow up. It's up to you how you look at it. There is no good or bad. So Mambo's Goodies finally got it. There are times that you did shit just for the world's attention to get what you want. And now you don't have the outcome that you thought you were going to get, that you didn't imagine. And now you're sad. Your true blue is over here thinking of its next wish. This is how this game happens, so we understand this before I move forward. Your true blue is saying, I want this. And then your yellow and pink figures out a way to try to get it. Your true blue is over there fucking with its next want. Mm-hmm. It's fucking with its next desire. Mm-hmm. So when you manifest something in pink or yellow, and it's discovered, your true blue saying, what the fuck you worried about that shit for? You wanted to pay your rent. You fucked the sugar daddy, bitch. Yeah. Keep moving. You'll turn yellow and do that shit again. Mm-hmm. But we act like we're so fucking crazy behind the shit that we do. Mm-hmm. You know when you did some out of pink or yellow? Mm. We confused the game for 3 years thinking that we never supposed to be pink. We're never supposed to be yellow. And that's not what I meant. And when Mambo's Goodies said, this game helps you to understand yourself so you can power your manifestation. If I see somebody on Facebook, just facetiously, some woman say, I like big, tall niggas with fucking a mohawk, a braid mohawk. And she said, I'm willing to pay this nigga to fuck me. And she could be an old white lady, and I don't even like fucking white women. I will listen to that in my pink, want my money, decide what I'm going to do with the money, who I'm going to flex on with the money. Go right out there, turn yellow, put on my outfit. How you doing, old white lady? Yes, call me a nigga and everything. And when I get that money, I'm going to sit in my true blue and be happy with that money. Now, what if the whole internet finds out Javon fucking with a white bitch? My true blue said, I damn sure did. See, the thing is, you will never feel sorry about any of your manifestations as long as you know your true blue. And that's the thing. That's the point of the game. Now, let's get into today's message. I can't imagine. This girl was telling me, she said, I can't imagine Carly B out here showing her body and shaking her ass and doing all this stuff. I said, I know you can't, because your body fucked up. Of course. Think about this. Your body fucked up. You've been getting teased, called you was ugly since you was little. Imagine the girl who was a little girl since she was 4, 5 years old. Girl, you so pretty, you so pretty. Everybody teasing her because she pretty. That's something that now that's a thing. I'm depressed because I got called pretty. How the fuck can you be more depressed about being called pretty than a motherfucker being called ugly? But we will create our own fucking things. Now, she been getting called pretty her whole life. Boys been chasing her whole life. She realized her body and her looks can make her money. So while you in the 6th grade trying to study your goddamn math homework, she like, I know what's going to take care of me. The girl that know her body and her looks gonna take care of her. The girl that know that her looks and her body is gonna take care of her, she's imagining something different than the girl that don't. The guy that think he can play ball is imagining something different. I know you can't imagine it because it's not you. This message is gonna get real good because there's a lot of shit that's happening for me that I could never imagine. And I'm going to show you how to imagine shit that you couldn't imagine. Of course you can't, baby. You're ashamed of how you look. You're ashamed of your body. Lori Harvey's mother used to date 2 drug dealers in Memphis, 2 first cousins, got kids by both of them. 2 big time ballers. Basically, she dated the 2 Nino Browns and Nikki Barnes of Memphis. Then married Steve Harvey, had this daughter. This little girl been Steve Harvey's daughter since she was born. Her fucking stepdad is whatever, if they take care of it, she know that game. This girl ain't been around nothing, but I could see how she could date Diddy and fucking Sean.
Yeah.
Her mama got babies by 2 first cousins. Fuck you mean you can't imagine? I see people all the time say, I can't imagine Chris and Lynn in this polygamous relationship. Well, let's think about this for a second. Chris grew up in the underground. Put the camera on her. Explain real quick what I mean. Real quick, because I got to get it out.
I grew up in a different way of thinking, just being a lot of different religions. So I've been meeting underneath storefronts, watching blurred out videos, making sure we being discreet when we leaving out these stores so nobody don't see us. So I'm used to looking at spirituality and politics and government through a different lens.
All right, bring it back. In short, Chris' mama used to fuck with a nigga like me when she was growing up, and everybody thought she was in a fucking cult. Does that sums it up?
Yeah.
So this Bears and Bubble shit that people think is a cult, this nigga polygamous, she can imagine this. Because like she said, she was ducking in and out of the meetings, the Hebrew Israelite shit, the Ben Yahweh shit, the new Wabi shit. So this is very easy for her. And I'm the master teacher. So if I'm the cult leader, she like, shit, I'd have been a student. God damn it. This nigga running a better cult than my mama's boyfriend did. So that's how she imagined it.
Yeah.
Lynn, on the other hand, I call myself the master teacher. Speak on what your daddy do for a living, Lynn.
He's a professor, secondary educator.
So what's a secondary educator?
College professor.
College professor. So you grew up around education.
100%.
And educated men.
Mm-hmm.
And sharp minds.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the sharpest nigga you knew growing up?
My daddy.
Who the sharpest nigga you know now?
You.
Okay. So when you say you can't imagine this, I'm like her daddy. I'm the sharpest nigga she knew. Me and Hop close. My brother said, Grub, you remind me of my pops. I said, boy, you remind me of my granddaddy. Talking about what you can't imagine. Let's get into it. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. We kill ourselves figuring out what to fake believe out of the make believe. Let me zoom in on myself. That's when you zoom in on me. That's a statement, Lynn. We kill ourselves trying to figure out what to fake believe out of the make believe. What do you mean? Well, everything we being shown about life is make believe, but we figuring out what we gonna fake believe about it. What do you mean, Javon? Well, they told us in life through make believe that the best thing a woman can be on this earth is a housewife. They've been saying that shit from all the fairy tales where frogs can be kissed into where magical powers, motherfucker, magical powers are in fairy tales. But the woman you're hoping to be a mother and a wife in the kitchen ironing and folding clothes. Ain't that what they told y'all? Y'all best imagination. Oh, good God, pull it out now. Y'all got to understand that. In a place where people can stab sticks into rocks, frogs can be kissed, people can fly, fucking donkeys can talk. Magical, mystical worlds, unicorns and dragons.
Yep.
They told a woman, you know, all this magic shit going on. Your best thing you can do in the middle of all this magic and wizardry is a nigga scoop you up. So why you think if a woman don't got a man that scooped her up, why you think her fucking life miserable? Because you've been trained and conditioned to imagine yourself with a man as a mother in the kitchen folding clothes. That no matter how much you think you tough and that ain't you, goddammit, that's what you've been conditioned. We done talked about conditioning, right? We done talked about conditioning. Now watch this. What are we going to fake believe out of the make believe? The make believe says, I'm supposed to be a woman, wait on my Prince Charming, get married, have my babies, and be in the kitchen living this perfect life happily ever after. That's what make believe say, right? We got a polygamous relationship right here, right? People hate on this or disagree with it. Well, why you ain't wait for your Prince Charming, get married, have your babies, and be in the kitchen living happily ever after?
In that order.
Why you judging what we got and you ain't got or ain't trying to do what the fucking book say? You motherfucking idiot. That's why I don't imagine what people say about me. See, your imagination is where you live. Do you know your best and worst friend is your imagination? Mm-hmm. Motherfucker, you talking about I can't imagine polygamy. Well, you didn't imagine getting married. You had your babies early. You ain't imagine nothing right. You ain't with your baby daddy. Nigga, you ain't with your baby mama. You fucked that girl. You got 3-4 baby mamas. You ain't imagine nothing right. If we talking about imagination and what's right. That's why you can't worry. Why would I, who live in my life the way I want to, imagine the silent applause and the silent walk-ons? Why would I imagine what they thinking? And I'm like, well, what's the standard you holding it by? Because you're not the standard. And I'm not the standard. But at least I'm happy not being the standard. You looking at me talking about me not, they polygamous, they ain't doing the standard. But we over here happy. You can't even find monogamy. Unhappy. Maybe you need to imagine yourself in some different shit. Because the white man said the best life you ever could have and happily ever after, in the midst of all the demons and dragons and magic and mystical swords and glass slippers and pumpkins, you just want to be a fucking wife. So that's why you're not happy outside of it. You didn't let the world's image into your brain and created what? A nation for you to live in. So you go to your nation. Let's move. Why don't we understand this? Let me give you a perfect example. On every TV show, every movie since the beginning of time, they show how it is. They show the girl like the bad guy. Boom, boom. He pull up in a boom, 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 motorcycle. Pull up. The good guy that like her, he been watching her his whole life. He been toting her books in science class. She been cheating off his notes. She just kind of cool with him. The new guy pull up on the motorcycle. He ain't shit. We heard he was in jail in the other town. Heard he was a bad guy, right? She fall in love with her. He take her out to the movies one time. She don't fuck that night. What he said? I fucked the bitch and she sucked my dick. Right? Ain't this the typical story? I fucked the bitch, handle the camera, Lynn. This is where it bounces. I fucked the bitch and she sucked my dick. She go back to school the next day. Everybody in the school is like,
that's what happened to me.
I know. I'm telling you, this is the truth. That's why they show it on TV. She sucked my dick. And everybody in the school laugh at her and call her dick sucker and put bananas and shit in her locker. And when she's at her lowest moment of dick suckery, I didn't even do it. What happened? That cornball dweeb come up. Stand up to the thug. You shouldn't be talking about her like that. He get the shit beat out of him. Mm-hmm. And then she be friends with him. Somehow for the end of the movie, she in love with the cornball dweeb. Now, women know this is the goddamn story. So what you had babies by a ain't shit street nigga. Now get you a fucking dweeb like TV said. And the movie said, you stupid motherfucker. But you won't. How you gonna judge? You can't imagine this situation when you didn't even do it like TV said. Okay, you started off like TV. TV said you should like the bad boy. Okay, you got pregnant twice by bad boys. Now, do it like TV. Adam Sandler, the movies, all the movies. Some Like Mary. Every movie you ever seen, black man. The girl starts off liking the ancient. You can't even live in imagination. You can't do shit right. And I'm worried about what you thinking. What is the point, Javon? We are out here imagining what people are thinking about us. And why is it so easy to imagine the worst shit? Huh? Somebody tell you something about Javon or tell you something about somebody in this class. You know they did this. Your mind can go down a road. You can see that motherfucker being the worst slime bag, no good motherfucker. And somebody say, well, you know, Master Teacher been a cool guy. You know, maybe he didn't do that. No. I don't even want to begin to imagine him being a good person because you a fucking lowlife. So it's easy for you to imagine fucked up shit about people. I had somebody hit me up one time. And this is why I say sex is an imagination. Pussy good, dick good based on your imagination. I had somebody hit me up one time, sent me a screenshot. The screenshot said, you ever wonder why y'all master teacher, Javon, stopped teaching high school? He probably the local pedophile. And they sent me a screenshot. And a lot of people was like, girl, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. People I knew. Nobody didn't say, I don't see that. And when he hit me with the shit, I looked at it. And for 1 second, my mind said, wow, what did I do? And then I started imagining all the fucked up shit people would think about me. He probably fucked a student and all this shit. And then my true blue kicked in. My true blue said, do you know no is just not now, it's your next opportunity. This is your opportunity to meet some new people. People have been exposed through that shit. What do you mean, Javon? Well, my true blue said, nigga, if you have fucked a kid, you go to jail. They don't negotiate with child molesters and kid fuckers. My true blue said anybody that co-signed that shit is a fucking idiot. Because you can Google everything you want to. You can Google my teacher's license. You can Google your doctor's license. You can Google any fucking thing you ever want to. So I said the people, 30, 40 motherfuckers co-signing. I said them motherfuckers are miserable. Because they too fucking stupid to even know. So stop imagining. If there's someone around you that you got to imagine what they think, cut their motherfucking ass out. I'm around people, ironically, 44 people so far signed up on this list. Bears and Bubbles 444, that's the email. Then I believe it's 44 motherfuckers that say, well, let's give Clark the benefit of the doubt. I've been watching this nigga, knowing him too long. He been selling detox online page. Ain't nobody came in and said he gypped him for no money. He ain't had no side babies. He ain't stole nothing. He ain't been to jail. You can Google his name. Give Clark the benefit. No, motherfuckers can imagine the worst. Your imagination. Can you imagine your life being good? You can't imagine it because you ain't never been around it. But I'm finna help you right now. Ooh. I'm finna help you. And good God, this shit might make me cry. Let me pull it up real quick. I'll show you the gift of life. Listen at that for a second.
What's up? Hey, Omalola. Are you hopeful? Sign.
Listen to what I'm saying. I couldn't imagine being wealthy without being a rapper or a fucking football player. The older I got, the less likely I believed in both and least believed that I would be wealthy. Why? Because same way the bitch couldn't imagine being a stripper. Why? Because she ain't never had it. She ain't never looked it, never seen it, never been around it. So I imagined that I wasn't going to be wealthy. So when I got my house with a deck on it, I was happy. I was really happy. Now watch this. When I couldn't imagine it because it never came around, I'm manifesting so much, so much, because when I couldn't imagine it, my spirit said, write this song. Everything I ever wanted will be given to me. Now, I didn't even know to imagine that. But my true blue woke up one day and said, I don't want to work for a motherfucking thing. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be committed to no motherfucker schedule. I believe everything I ever wanted gonna be fucking given to me. So when I couldn't imagine the money, just singing, I feel ecstatic, getting happy. I feel alive. You can't sing that motherfucker when you down there. Watch this. Like Mambo's Goodest said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, but I do give a fuck. Bears and Bubbles, in this truth, is one of the only things that I've ever said that truly matched what I fucking felt. Everything else, I'm giving you some ego. Y'all think I'm a nasty motherfucker. I ain't tell you the shit I would do. This nice, Javon. I ain't gave you the true blue, Javon. But the only 100% truth I've ever told this motherfucking world is I don't want to work for nothing. I want everything I ever wanted to be given to me. And that's going to entail a lot of motherfuckers coming together. But all I got to do is believe it, because we learn what you know could be because of belief, and what you believe could be what you know. What's your point, Javon? When I said everything I ever wanted will be given to me and kept believing that, the nigga that's going to help me make the money showed up.
Yep.
Now I believe I'm going to have 100 bands by the end of the year. Now I know I'm going to have 100 bands by the end of the year. How you know it? Because I believe it. And why you believe it? Because I know it. Because my imagination then turned on, motherfucker. But if it was up to me to imagine myself being wealthy, I couldn't see it. But once I got real fucking general, say everything I ever wanted to be coming to me. What's everything, Javon? Everything, motherfucker, gonna be given to me. So now guess what? In the meantime, I ain't got to think about no money. Because I'm thinking about everything I ever wanted. I'm thinking about shit that's bigger than money. I'm thinking about children. I'm thinking about travel. I'm thinking about shit bigger than money. To some people, money ain't shit to get. Watch what I mean. Let's keep moving. This song is the only truth that I say every day. And ever since Bears and Bubbles, there was a time that I almost got a job, but my soul wouldn't let me. And we done been struggling. The light bills ain't never turned off. We ain't even been fucking struggling. Let's just be real about it. I don't get the cash apps I want. Do y'all really think 65 motherfuckers could take care of me? They could, but you know what I mean? You know, we know that that's
because we scaled back the whole life.
Yeah, we scaled back our life. And look at these ladies. Look. Chris, no makeup, did her own hair. Lynn, no makeup, none of that shit. Chris do her hair. Me, look at me. I wear the same shirts and shit every day. God damn it. So cars paid for, 2 little Nissan Cubes. We didn't care. We didn't imagine what the world was going to say. What the world going to say? Neither one of them work. How do they live? None of your fucking business. I've had people come to me and say, people say this is how y'all live. Oh, no, that's what you think. I couldn't imagine nobody asking me that. Move forward. The song is the key. The idea that everything I ever wanted could be given to me is the first step. Because before technology, everything you ever wanted was given to you. It grew off the trees. So I'm trying to go back to that life. What do you mean, Javon? I'm trying to live my day-to-day life. Give me my daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. What do you mean, Javon? Life is better to me living off the land each day because I have peace and mental health clarity. What do you mean living off the land? Back in the day, I would have been a man with 2 wives, and I would have had my sheep, and we would have ate off the land here. When all the grass and fruit was gone, we would have started walking towards the sun, And we'd have found some more eventually. And we might have been hungry some days. Some days we might have ate in excess, but we lived off the land and we was happy and it was peaceful. And we had mental health clarity and they manifested everything they need. Well, that's what I do. I get up, I come in here, I do this class. Who loves me? Who loves me? Who think what I said today is enough? I can imagine that. Who thinks what I said is enough to give me an offering for my value? Who wants to appreciate me? And for the last, since you've known me, I've been doing that. Now, do you ever see me come on here flossing? No, because there's nothing to floss. But imagine if I was eating off the land, coming on here flossing. I can't imagine that, but people do it. The pastor eat off the land and come in flossing every day. New shit, new shit, new shit. But the game of it is he's convinced the people that the better he look, the better they look. I'm not trying to do that. I ain't never tried to tell nobody in this class nothing what to do. I've told these people in this class, be you, make your own decisions, but I don't need to see you sad. Because if you did it in pink, yellow, or blue, and your true blue knew why you did it. Let's move forward. I couldn't imagine. The key is imagining. I remember I'm the type of nigga, I believe a plain Jane bitch is the freakiest bitch going. Just a regular old plain Jane woman. So that's why I liked it, Lynn. In my imagination, that's what I believe. Plain Jane bitch, a freak, Joe. So I remember in college, I would always holler at plain Janes. And I would say, what's up? And we would be talking. And they say, I can't imagine that you like me. And I would like, don't. Soon as you say you couldn't imagine that I like you, I know you're not the plain Jane freaky bitch I'm looking for. I'm looking for the plain Jane freaky bitch to say, I imagined you liking me. I knew you was going to like me. And I said, how? And she going to say, because you know all plain Jane bitches freaky. Oh, when you think about it, if a bitch don't smoke, drink, cuss, and don't do nothing but go to church, only thing she could do is learn how to play with a pussy and be nasty in the back. Everybody got a vice. A woman don't smoke, drink. You can't get that freak out of her. She don't smoke. She don't need no alcohol. She don't need nothing. That's a goddamn freaky dicky. Freak-a-lick. What are you saying, Javon? Your imagination. Peep this. I'm with two women had to imagine themselves being good enough for me. Pull it out. Two women. They look different. They both dope. But each one of them had to imagine that they were good enough for me. Remember we drew the triangle on the board with Chris? The triangle, the ass bent over like the triangle. But she kind of hump up like a square, can't take the dick. She had to imagine in her mind. Explain that. I'm gonna have y'all do that. What made you speak on that?
Well, at first when he used to talk to me about the triangle, toot your ass up versus the square, I used to feel like low about it because I thought I was in my bag, right? And then I had to realize that he's just showing me what he liked. However, I didn't know how to be able to handle what he liked. So what I did was mess with other guys that like my square. I mean, that's the only thing for people that might have missed the class. It was just saying triangle versus me being in a square. And, for those people, I was able to go into a triangle. I got to use it until I was ready enough to, and you got to see it be better. And that's we better.
So what you're saying is you could have imagined, because I say you don't bend your ass over, right?
So
that you want enough for this marriage.
I was like, so what?
You could imagine that, but you chose to imagine what? Somebody like this shit.
Liked it.
He ain't gotta like it. I'm gonna get somebody gonna fuck me from the back and like it. I got him to be a daddy and to help pay bills. I ain't got him to like this ass for the back. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She had to imagine. Now, Lynn got a little booty. She's a little booty chick. People don't say, I can't imagine how somebody with a little booty walking around with the self-esteem shake. Explain how you imagined yourself walking in the club as the chick with the smallest booty, but thinking you the number one shit in the party. Break that down.
I left the house thinking that. What do you mean? Break it down.
I mean, why does not having an ass make you feel low self-esteem or feel like Chris having an ass is better or in your whole life? Like, we know not having an ass has been a stigma, but you couldn't imagine it, could you?
Yeah, no, because it never kept me from having or getting or doing anything that I wanted. Not a single thing. Not having an ass was never a conversation. It's not a thing. It's never been spoken to me
Now,
as an issue.
Watch this. There are women out here who go buy ass.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? It's coming together. There are women that go out here and buy ass because they imagine they'll never have the men they want without one. She imagines she can get anything she won't given to her with no ass. Do y'all get it? You can imagine what you want about any situation. If somebody's talking about you, you can say, man, they talk about you at the barbershop. I don't want to hear it and walk off. I imagine they saying great shit. Or you can imagine they saying worse shit. Do you understand that you are controlling what to fake believe out of the fucking make believe?
If I could add, so it's funny that you said that when Lynn and I, because we actually have two of the things that you really value a lot in women at first, which was a booty and being able to toot it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was two things that neither one of us had or was.
Lynn is the master tootie of no booty.
That's because she don't have to, because she don't have one. I didn't never have. I got one, so it looks like it needs to look to, I guess, a lot of people. But what I'm trying to say is, if we allowed what you thought to be the end all be all, we would erase our whole life of fucking with other people.
Exactly.
That ain't never, like she said, she ain't used to have this conversation with nobody. And even if she thought it about herself, she never verbally had it until she had it with you. I never had that conversation about no triangle, even though I know all guys know about it until you. You get what I'm saying? But everybody was coming quick. So why did it matter how long I was in a V? But if your brother been teaching you the ABCs your whole goddamn life and you can't come to Z and I'm used to coming by C, now a nigga trying to hold a bitch in a V, that's a lot to have to be trying to hold up. Do you get what I'm just saying?
Exactly.
The difference in what
but I want to make sure people get the point.
Yeah.
Tied to sex. This is the horny series.
Yeah, definitely.
And actually, we're wrapping up the horny series.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, we're going to go into the series on your imagination. Half of what we don't realize, when you ain't getting no pussy, when you ain't getting no dick, when you ain't manifesting what you want, you have to use your imagination. You have to see yourself. Why, when your man leave the house, you see him going to fuck everything and do bad? Yeah. Why, when your woman, why you can't see them just going to work? Why, when you are short $50, you can man, I have been in situations, I ain't gonna lie, in this period where we had got 3 months behind in our mortgage one time. I imagine coming home like saying, and I done told the story, look at all my shit on the counter, on the sidewalk. At least they put my studio equipment. At least they ain't break my computer. And actually be feeling good. Don't realize you going down a road of imagining getting put out your house. And it's like, yeah, you know how them old movie reels used to spin? It's like, keep spinning it. Okay, I pulled up my motherfucking stuff in the front yard. Okay, that look good to you. Spend some more. Shit, well, they ain't break my computer. Yeah, spend some more. Damn, I don't see this. Somebody stole that. Yeah, spend some more. I'm about to have to go rent a storage to put my shit in storage. Yeah, keep spinning it. Keep spinning it. Yeah, keep spinning it.
You like how that shit smell? Keep stirring the spot.
Yeah, think about it. My wife, Chris, is going to Africa. Chris is going to go over there and she's going to live her life and she's going to learn some stuff that's going to make her a better person. We're going to have a good time being apart from each other. Hell, this is a vacation from each other. She in Africa. She might meet an African guy and fuck him. They might have a whirlwind affair. That's cool. She going to come on home. Everything going to be good. My life going to be great. She gonna go over to Africa and catch AIDS fucking somebody wrong. Why would I imagine that? It's the AIDS capital of the world. Why would I imagine that?
But what's so fucking funny about that, him saying that, what if you was really stressing? I was not popping in Africa. I was too fucking skinny and my hair was natural and they was still wearing wigs, a whole bunch of fucking makeup, and they like thick chicks. Now, I was not popping.
Watch this. Watch this. Chris' imagination, I'm a blue dot to her. I helped fix that. When she got ready to go to Africa, she said, let's get WhatsApp so we can talk, FaceTime. I said, hell no. She said, why? I said, why do you want it? So we can talk and see each other. I said, you're a goddamn liar. I'm not going to give you a tool to appease your crazy imagination.
Yeah.
See, that's be the problem. If I FaceTime her, she leaving scared I'm going to fuck something, right? Now, if I FaceTime her whenever she get ready, that gives her the tool to say, I'm feeling crazy. It's 3 a.m. here and fucking 7 p.m. there. FaceTime. Is there something in the background? What's going on? Where's he at? Now, I'm not going to let you live in that. Your imagination is your best friend or your worst fucking enemy. Y'all wrap this up, man, because I ain't really...
Coming from a person that has said since I've been with you for day one, every time I go out the country, I'm going to fuck something because I think that's a part of vacation. Remember I said that? And
you be leaving the country fucking people and worried about me.
But
that
look,
shit crazy to me.
I travel all the time. So for me to go out this particular time, I was thinking I wasn't going. I was trying to make it a purpose to not be in that blue. I didn't realize that though. You get what I'm saying?
She tried to yellow herself into thinking she ain't gonna fuck around.
I'm like, I don't got to. But part of
I'm
the situation.
Every city.
But what I'm saying is, and why I keep, because I know what.
That's why I got the city map. City map. City map.
Blue dots. Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah, that's why it be so funny to me because I know what we be thinking. I know the conversations that we be having with ourselves, and it don't make no fucking sense. And you're right. We don't imagine the better. We only imagine the worst because you could always you gotta self-assess yourself because a lot of motherfuckers, aka women, think that they are better women, better catches at wives than you actually are. And we know collectively, a lot of us have not seen a woman actively being a mate to a man due to single parents or fathers that has just been castrated in the house, right? So however, we really don't know that you're even great at this thing that you're pursuing. But the thing is, the desire starts. If we learn the first thing, the greatest things in the first 5 years of our lives, we learn the quickest. Then if we get toys as women that are doll houses and stuff like that, now I understand why you got some people that don't give those things. Because in the first 5 years, it's stimulating that desire to want to be this. You may not know what it is until as you get older, you see more women with these babies.
Why you think a woman can wake up in a house in a mansion with a husband and 4 kids and don't have to work and say, I'm not happy because my man don't hug me in the kitchen. Because TV has given her what she should want. Why you think you got niggas out here that's got children, they got lives? I know niggas that got sons that don't see them because they don't feel right if they can't buy them some sneakers. Yeah. It's almost like their imagination has imagined their child saying, fuck you, come over here with no goddamn shoes for daddy.
And their imagination has imagined that their value is in the shoes. They have no value beyond the shoes. They've imagined that their child has imagined their value.
Like the baby gonna speak early.
But that's what's even more
I don't wear no this shit like this, daddy. I can't even talk yet.
Yes.
Fuck them Spider-Man shoes.
That's true though, because it's the thing. Most of us, try to get away with some shit as long as don't nobody say nothing anyway. Well, ain't nobody saying nothing, so why you picking and choosing what the fuck you getting away with? You get what I'm saying? If
Exactly.
it's not a conversation, nobody's never coming up to us. Some shit you like, with that car shit, I was like, because that shit was automatically dumb to me. I don't even get to see the fucking sun be up.
I give you a perfect example. I never imagined sitting here in this chair like this. I know niggas with abs, when you scrunch down, you ain't gonna look good. Yeah. When I first seen my angle, I was like, sit up straight, back. Then I was like, I ain't doing that shit. My back hurt. Then I was like, I don't like how that look. Let's go get a new angle. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, okay, I imagine the day when people said, that motherfucker look like Jason Momoa, The Rock sitting up there. I would rather imagine the day, because nobody's never going to say, hey, man, you look like Jason Momoa and The Rock sitting up there. And nobody's going to never call me and say, hey, man, you look bent over, you like you got titties or something sitting up there. Mm-hmm. Nobody's never. So why imagine either one? But if you're going to imagine something, I would rather imagine one day I'm going to be up this motherfucker so cut with abs with my shirt on. And people going to be saying, solid cheers.
Yeah, definitely.
Then to imagine people at home there like, I would have fucked that nigga before I seen how he looked sitting down.
You put your shirt up yesterday too.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, why do we not understand? No one imagines, since we talking about horniness, to wrap it up though, for real. No one says, I bet you when he get over here, my pussy gonna be stinking. He gonna be like, that pussy stink. I don't even want it. Nobody be like, she gonna be like, you got a little dick, nigga. I don't want that little dick. Because what you imagine will come true. Real quick story. This shit happened to me. I always say I'm a grower, not a shower. I like for you to tug on him and get him about medium hard before I pull him out, But I always imagined I was gonna get caught in a non-growth situation. And it happened to me. And I had to eat this for a while. I was fucking with this gal, and she had took a shower, and I was about to get in the shower, and the hotel towel won't quite big enough to go all the way around me. So I tied it up, and as she was getting out the shower, she like, yeah, I'm ready to get that dick. And she go to smack me on the ass, and when she smacked me on the ass and knocked my towel off, I was like, oh shit. I turned around, and my little baby dick was showing. She was like, what? I ain't even wasting my time. And she dressed her clothes and left.
What?
All I imagined was that girl was like, oh, he got a little ass dick. I imagine her telling her friends. I imagine her telling everybody. I didn't want to go around. I used to work with her. I'm like, I'm at the job. I want to quit my job. She told everybody the job, even the niggas. I went to work the next day. Niggas like, what up, grub? I thought they was like, yeah, we heard about your little dick, nigga. I was just imagining all types of shit because I've always been afraid of that. But then when I finally said, fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck what she think, and I don't give a fuck what nobody said. I walked up to her just as bold as nothing. I walked up to her, I say, hey, look, I know why you left that day, but my dick is actually pretty big once you tug on it and get it hard. She said, bullshit. I said, I ain't playing with you. She said, bullshit. I said, come in the bathroom. She came in the bathroom, tugged on that motherfucker. That dick got hard. I busted a nut in her face. She said, yeah, I want to fuck now. I'm still fucking her to this day. I'm playing. That's the last line of the story. That's a lie. But the point I'm making is, listen to what I'm saying. The point I'm making is, you keep imagining the worst shit, you're going to get the worst shit because you get what you think. Mm-hmm. And I was embarrassed, but I redeemed myself. What if I'd have walked around just all think about what they thinking? Chris, what you say? Real quick, tell them about why you ain't go to school your 7th grade year.
Oh, because I was feeling like everybody was talking about me losing my virginity. And I ain't want to have to deal with that in every class. But when I think about it, I remember one particular class that somebody, which my friends was in, that said Christina whole boy. I don't actually remember walking around no hallways.
Nobody fucking with you.
And nobody fucking with me. So the fact of the matter is, for this to have been such a big deal, and when I go back and play it back, it just was not, but never was in nothing ever. That's when you talking about momentum.
7th grade self. We all living in that. I mean, that's why I only understand if people understand how deep what we did with this class this time, man. And we still moving forward. Her 7th grade self, somebody called her Christina Holboyd. Her mind said they are calling. She was making up shit and didn't go to school a whole year. I seen the transcript.
Yeah, I barely passed. But this the thing. How about this? That's 7th grade, right? Turned 12 in December, lost virginity December. I was fucking somebody else by the summer. So was I mad, or did I just walk into my prophecy in the sense of
what you was afraid of how people thought about you, but you like doing what you're doing. And ain't that what cognitive dissonance is? I like fucking. I love fucking. So I'm a fuck all the time. But I don't want nobody to know I'm fucking. Oh. That means you're going to feel bad every time you feel good.
But look, how about this? If you just starting to ovulate, I mean, I'm getting my cycle. All of us are getting our cycles. We are not in a society that gives us to a man to start bearing him children. Ain't I going to at least be on the search for three days out the month, every month? So I would have a new partner.
I don't think women understand back in the day when you got those urges. You know, you was married off 14, 15. Now they expect women to fucking.
Now we molesting each other.
Well, they expect women to.
I'm just playing.
In real life, they expect women to not fuck until they married. And who's going to do that?
Who's going to do that?
You know what I'm saying? And they expect, back when a motherfucking boy was 18, his daddy had willed him to land. That bitch could do everything when he was 18. You know what I'm saying? So times change. But it's Friday. We ask that y'all cash app us Friday and the end of the month. Let me show you how my imagination works. I don't get the cash apps that I like, but guess what I say? At the end of the month, I'ma get a blizzard of cash apps today. And that makes me feel good. Let me give y'all some game real quick. I did something about a year ago I had never did. And now I do it every now and then. And I get a lot of excitement out of it. Watch this. Pull it out, Lynn. The expectancy is what feels good. The expectancy. I bought a motherfucking lottery ticket and won $99 about a year ago. In real life, in a year's time, I won $99 one time. I've spent probably fucking $500-$600 playing the lottery here and there. I won 99 one time. So I know this odds is fucked up, right? But let me tell you what happened to me. I could buy $1 ticket. I don't even scratch it off the seat. I just scratch the thing and scan it. The distance from getting the ticket at the counter to the ticket scanner is about from here to this back wall. Give me $1 ticket. The imagination that I have from the time I get the ticket to scanning that bitch and it said not a winner, boy, I've been so many goddamn places.
Yes, sir.
First thing I say is, give me $1 ticket. I'm going to call my son to go claim it. I ain't even going to let Chris and Lynn know. Why? So I can just act like a good-ass provider. Anything y'all need, I'm putting the money in your bank account. That's what boy, I have a fucking fantasy ride. I understand why those people play that lottery. What I'm trying to tell you is, I swear to God, it feels good imagining. I'm talking about, man, I fucked around and bought a ticket and won $5 on it and had it at the house. The store was closed. The whole night I was like, what if I take this $5 ticket back in the morning and get another one? And that bitch won 10 million. Oh, I couldn't sleep. Oh, I felt so good. Oh, yes. That's how you got to get with your imagination. I talk about Forex every day around here, don't I? Every day. I'm like, we're going to be 100 bands strong by the end of the year. I'm telling y'all ain't believe me. Y'all got up. Y'all did that Bears and Bubbles with me. We done manifest a hot. Shit going to be popping. Keep going to be doing this shit. We're going to pop. Man, I feel so good imagining this shit. Can anybody identify with me? Do y'all really get that point? Just saying, I feel ecstatic, I feel alive, expecting, I'm flying high. You can't fake that. When you go to that song, you go into it because you're feeling good and you want to feel better, or you're feeling down and you want to come up. But I just said everything I ever wanted gonna be given to me. Wow.
And look who it started. It's like you said, it's just that's why you can't care about the outcome. Because if we cared about the outcome, we still wouldn't have a show.
Exactly.
Or we would have never had a show because we could have cared about the outcome and been too embarrassed to share what we were really living. You get what I'm saying? Jay could have not.
And the outcome we can't describe. It's just what we imagining.
Yes,
please, people, stop doing that. Yep. Stop doing that. Please, if I can do anything, control your imagination. And I know for 100%, a woman's worst fucking enemy is her imagination. Do y'all agree with that?
Yep.
Her worst enemy.
Yep.
Let's get out of here, fam. Y'all cash app us, man, please. Oh, no, we forgot the person. Who is supposed to sum the class up?
Because she's from Texas.
Karonda Watson, Texas. You are the... Please come straighten your face up. And like we said, Karonda, if she can't make it in, somebody come in. Somebody volunteer to come in here and wrap this class up. All you got to do is hit that link right there. When you hit that link, it might ask you for access to your camera or something. Give it access and come on in. But until the end, we're going to jam. We're going to go jam something that was funny back in the day. Let me go pull this up. Until then, let's see. Let's go jam something. Prophetic fun.
Karonda is at the job. So come on, Blue Dots. Let's support her.
All right. Let me share my screen real quick. Let's have some fun. We got Mama Ongda in the box. We're going to let Mama Ongda come in and wrap it up. Share screen.
Come on, Mama.
I want to share my entire screen. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. Let's look at like this right here. Let's have some fun.
Okay, Rodney said he can. I can.
Well, we'll let him come in. We'll let whoever want to come in. We want somebody to wrap the class up.
And we just got a cash out from Freddie G. Thank you, Freddie G. Yeah. Much love back to you.
All right, let me see. Let's share this screen. Beep, 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 beep.
I know this song. Oh, it's the family anthem right here.
Gonna do it like that right there.
I might don't have the screen shared. Let's make sure we got this screen shared. Oh, let's see. I think it's sharing it. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I see it on my screen. I'm on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, mine is slow.
This my son and his friends when they was like 10, 11 years old. See, I was producing this shit back then. Now I'm going to eat off them.
Gonna do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. Gonna do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. Gonna do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. Gonna do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. Go, 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 go. Coming in with money, welcome to my party. We can get started. Beats so retarded, feet stay chowded. We so knowledge, tearing up the streets like a beast on a holly. Oh my lordy, he's so haunted. He get vexed when he recorded. He's a lion, he be roaring. Mother cats are simply boring. Go, 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 go. Do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. Don't do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. Don't do it like that right there. Like like something like that right there. Gon' do it like that right there. Like something like that right there. So watch me do it how I do it when I do this thing for you. Cause I does it how I love it when I does my things for you. The fresh I is, the freshest is, the freshest him. Yes I is. My verse is in, the best is it. Oh no he did, oh yes I did. Done had that time, the rest is it. Won't break, no sweat, no stress in it. Just show that boy what a testing is. He make all fours, I'm gifted in. Go, 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 go. Like that, yeah, like something like that right there.
Mama on the talk to us. Go ahead and do it like that right there.
No, I was just feeling that song. Hey everybody, this class hit me right here in the head this morning because I was on some real pink shit about what I was imagining and what I can't imagine. Like I can't imagine us doing this on the regular. And I got to thinking about we had some changes in circumstances and things weren't. So what was is not anymore. Things not gonna be the same. And I got caught up, I almost was in tears. And I was like, fuck this. I'm about to go to class so that I can bubble up. And what I really was reminded of is that I have been worried about being married. I really have been worried about that because reflectively, everybody in my family is married. My young cousins, my nieces, my nephews, everybody married. I'm not. I've been proposed to 3 times, so it's not that I couldn't be married. I just made an educated decision. No, fuck that. This situation ain't right. I'm not doing it. And the minute that I stopped giving a fuck about it, it changed. Like when it was no longer a priority and I was just focused on other shit, my situation changed. Everybody in this class, you know, seen it for yourself. Somebody, she is not married, but she ain't single.
Yeah.
It changed in an instant. But I was worried about it. I was thinking about what everybody else is thinking because I'm not
married.
That same shit applies to this other circumstance. Not that I want it for other people. It's just something I want for myself. But I'm so worried about it. I can't imagine it happening that I keep attracting. It ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta imagine what you want.
So much liberated. I feel so I am so liberated. It's like, okay, I'm back where I was. So thank you. That's what I got out of this class, is that imagining what you want.
Thank you, Mama Onda. We appreciate you. Real quick, I wanna the little video we was playing. We gonna listen to a little piece of my kid right here. This kid, the one that's in the background DJ, and he was singing. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't sing, he stuttered. And I made him a singer back then when he was stuttering. They was like, oh, he couldn't rap. But I could see, watch this.
And now also on
when
Facebook,
you need ultimate muscle pain relief,
put the link on to his video, one of his songs too. Him and
Listen at this little hitter. We just having a little fun before we get out of here. If you don't like it, get the fuck on. Like Hop said. Watch this little hitter. We all know this song.
If you want, maybe we can take it easy. I'm pushing up every and anytime you need me. G-Win, I'm not missing.
Oh, we gonna eat off this
it's
one day.
8 a.m., you got me wishing you was with me. Press, full court press, you know what you need. Someone that's about you, girl. I'm selfish, left side of your chest. No, it's gold, it's a treasure. It's kinda cold right now. Let me keep you warm in this weather now. Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in. I'ma show you what it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feeling compare. My intuition sends your love in the air. Baby, just so tired of if you feel that you're scared. I know the way you feel and really feel like it's rare.
This is my part right here.
And I'm probably gonna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. tenderly and gently. That's the vibe for me, yeah. Get you ain't going nowhere. Just stay to love, girl, I wanna go there. You the biggest drip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear. You take it, bitch, on my life, I'll take it with you. The life you wanna create, baby, can.
Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Do you think that I don't imagine that the kids I've raised gon' motherfucking blow? That's what keep me going. What am I doing in the meantime? Imagining for my sons. It's dirty motherfuckers out here that got kids that don't even imagine for them. If you did, you'd have done something to show that you imagine. Mm-hmm. One day, see, I got an imagination. When I met my wife, she had 2 kids. Who wants a bitch with kids? That ain't what nobody want. But I wanted my wife. And I didn't imagine myself as some pussy ass nigga that was gonna have some kids running over me in the house. I didn't imagine myself as some pussy ass nigga that's gonna have a baby daddy on the outside telling me what the fuck to do. I imagine myself as a motherfucking man, a real man that say anything I motherfucking touch gonna turn to gold. So these boys gonna be great one day. And these women gonna be great one day because I'm a master teacher. Somebody was on my page. I was talking about being a stepfather. This nigga said to me, I don't know if he was trying to be funny or not. I don't give a fuck. He said, being a stepdaddy, nigga, you a lame. I would never be a stepdaddy. That's another man's sex trophy. Another man's pussy trophy. I thought about that shit. I said, I can see how he feel like that. I can see that. He ain't finna walk around holding no kid and raising no motherfucking kid ain't come out of him. That's another nigga trophy. I said, well, that's you, bro. Because one day I'm going to eat off both my sons. I raised them. See, it's all about what you imagine and what you don't imagine. You see what I mean? That's just how it go. Yeah. Let's celebrate your body before we get out of here. Anything y'all want to say?
Well, you know how we do. We imagine according to how we want to because we can imagine when we want to for what we want. And so this class is just here to encourage you to flip the board and imagine even in those situations that you didn't imagine yourself being in. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Clark Sisters album right there. That album right there is the Clark Sisters. All this music you hearing from them is off the Clark Sisters. That's how we gonna do it. And we gonna get up out of here with Supernatural Travel off the Clark Sisters album.
Mm-hmm. Imagine yourself pleasing yourself. Make it happen.
I'ma blast this motherfucker today. Louder than ever, goddammit. I hope it busts your phone off.
Celebrate your body. Look here, family. And enjoy your body. We sure appreciate y'all coming out and letting us share our art with y'all. Because we believe art is life. But first, there must be life. Because life imitates art. And we just want you to live your best life. Yeah, decorated with all kinds of colors. And no lace fronts and no makeup. And choose who you want to dance with. And live life and love. Yeah, celebrate every day. Like it's your birthday, an anniversary. Just keep it funky, baby. Yeah. Celebrate your body and enjoy all parts of your mind. Come on, family. Find a way to keep winning. Woo! Supernatural travel. Them supernatural travels. They'll take you where you need to go. In them far recesses of your mind when you're all alone and it's just you by yourself. We call that the boom boom room. Yeah. You got all your favorite vices, your smoke, your drink, your porn, snacks. Yeah. Do it. That's how you do it, baby.
Yeah.
You goddamn right, Jack. Listen, man, we appreciate y'all, and we do it like we do every day. Man, this is my least favorite part of the class. But guess what? We're going to bubble up, and we're going to get out of here. We ask that you share this class with a like-minded person, and please Cash App us and help us keep the lights on. Remember, Monday, we are starting a brand new series on the imagination. We're starting a brand new series on Imagination Monday. I promise you, we got a special treat for you Monday. Stay tuned in for our new series on the imagination.
Imagination.
Life imitates art.